We are live. We made it.
We made it.
How you
Another
doing?
Sunday. Another Sunday.
Another Sunday. Episode 2 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
22.
22.
Yes, moving on up.
Where were you when you were 22?
Where was I when I was 20? When I was 22.
That long time.
When I was 22, I was getting married in July of 2022. So I was probably planning a wedding.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah,
Where was I
22.
at when I was 22? Because that was
Yeah,
a little while for me too.
where were
Um,
you when you were 22? That's a good
22.
question.
22. Where was I? I don't remember.
I
That
don't,
sounds horrible. I don't
yeah.
remember. Yeah,
Wow.
I'm pretty. Was I in Illinois? No, no. I came back when I was 19. I was in Atlantic City. I
You
was
were.
probably in Vintner by that time
Yes, you
with
probably
my
were.
place. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, you
Now
had your
my
own
memories
spot.
coming back. I think those were 22 was the Harris days,
And
maybe. Some.
reminded me of that. When you came back from Illinois, I was very excited. I was living in a nice condo, moved from a 5 bedroom house because you moved to Illinois on me, which was okay because you was out there going to school.
Hmm.
And then you decided to come back. Well, I kind of like, said, Shakira, come on back home.
Yeah, you tricked me, but it's okay. Go ahead. Proceed.
And so I moved from a 2 bedroom to a 3 bedroom because I wanted you to have your own little area.
Hmm.
And 6 months later,
It
you
wasn't
was
six
gone.
months. It was not 6 months.
It was a short period of time.
But I told you over and over and over and over and over and I'm getting my own spot. Please do not get
But
a
I was like, why did you need your own spot? You was able to do
ma, because
whatever you
I'm
wanted to
grown and I
do.
want to do grown up things and I want to have fun and I don't want to. Yeah,
Oh, oh.
I wanted to be an adult, so I wanted to like live life, and I
But you was in
already.
Illinois living your life. You had your own spot. You had
Hey,
your own
there you
house.
go. I had my
Oh,
own crib at
so you had
19.
tasted already. You had a
So
taste of
I
it.
already tasted it. I tasted it. It was no going back. Like when I came back and under the circumstances and things didn't go according to plan, but it went according to God's plan. But I was just like, oh no, I got to get it. I had two, remember I had two, three jobs. I said, oh,
Was I strict? Was I strict?
no, no,
Okay.
no,
So
that
I'm trying to
wasn't it. But I mean,
so what was the problem? I don't understand.
anybody that has went out on their own, it's totally different if you got to go move back home with your mama. It just ain't, it doesn't matter. It's no shade, no shade. I'm saying there was nothing wrong with it, but I wanted my own. I had my own rules. I had my own way of doing things, my own way of going about things. And then when you in somebody else's house, you have to do it the way they want it to be done. So,
Okay. I
you know,
respect that.
you know,
I
that's
respect that.
it. And it
Yeah.
wasn't like, and you know me, I'm very private when it comes to, I don't even like people knowing where I live at. I've always been. I probably got that from you. But I don't like, it wasn't like soon as I had my place, it was a party house. That was not it either.
Right, right.
Um that wasn't it at all. I did have friends over. We and I would just cook. I would cook, they would come over, we would eat, we watch TV. But my apartment was not a party apartment at all, at all. But just
Yeah.
having your own just it's just different, could
Yeah.
nobody, and you did, it wasn't like you had rules.
But I
And
wasn't
even when I
strict.
came, of course you had rules, but it was just like when I came back and I'm like, I'm an adult now, age wise. um you didn't put a lot of restrictions on me, but it's just out of respect.
Okay. Yeah.
It was, a big respect factor. I'm not going to come in your house at a certain time, even though you're okay with it. But I'm just like, I'd rather just, maybe I should just stay out. That was my thing. Like, if I knew I wasn't going to be back by a certain time, I just call you and be like, hey, I'm going to stay out just to let you know so you're not, worried or
Right.
anything
You
like
did.
that. But
You did. You definitely was respectful. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You were
that's the
respectful.
biggest
But I
factor.
wasn't
So,
expecting for you to leave as fast as you did. Because
oh,
then when
yeah, I
you
was
left,
out. I was out.
I was in a big place again.
Yeah, but nobody, I told you over and over and over again. Do not get it. Mom, please. No, because we got to do this one. No, please don't. Don't
You
include
did.
me in
You
that
did. You
equation.
gave me warnings, and I didn't
Yes,
listen. You're right. You did.
I
You
did,
did it
because
your way.
I did, because I was working at Crocs, I was working at L'Occitane, and I was working at the casino. I was going to get my own place, and yeah,
You was determined.
I was very determined. I don't think you took me seriously until that one day we went out, and I had brought two TVs from my house, from my apartment. You was like, "Oh, you really serious? Like you're really
Yeah.
moving?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm out." Like I wasn't joking.
Deuces.
Yeah, like see ya,
Yeah.
toodles.
Yeah, you did. You did. You
Yeah,
did. And you've been doing good, you know. So I'm proud
yeah,
of you. I am
yes.
absolutely proud of you and your accomplishments and the
Thank
things that
you,
you've done. You've really made me proud. And so I have to give you the respect that you deserve as
thank
a
you. I
woman.
appreciate it.
You
I
doing,
appreciate it.
yeah, as a woman,
That
I
makes me feel
respect that.
good.
And a lot of parents, I know when you're gonna be there soon with your sons, and you got
Hmm.
your bonus daughter, who I'm
Hmm.
sure you don't want her to leave either. So
Yeah,
you're
no,
gonna
I
see
love having her
times
around.
when they're gonna be like, "Hey, I'm out," and this
Yeah, I
it's gonna
know.
hit you.
I know. And even like little times, like when she'll be like, "Oh, I'm going out," and I'll just be like, "Oh,"
I know, because I know you're
like,
attached to her.
but it is, they have to grow. They have to, but you want them to do that. You want them to go out and explore the world
Yeah,
and spread their wings and everything, so
sure,
it
sure.
is what it is. But I definitely, y'all, I was like, mm-mm.
Forget
I
about it.
got a taste of that in Illinois. I said,
Forget
yeah,
about it.
no,
Yes, thanks.
absolutely.
So we have some people that's joining us. Thank you so much for joining our live and being our co-host. We saying thank you, thank you, thank you. Let us know where you are tuning in from. Let us know where you're
Yes,
tuning in from so we can shout you out, please. And by all means, any conversation that we may be having, feel free to comment.
yes,
Feel free to comment. We will definitely show your comments, and we will elaborate on your comments a little bit.
yes,
And
yes,
yeah, we want you to be a part of what we do. And we will have topics where we want you to call in. So we're going to be posting our 1-800 number. So you
yes,
have an opportunity today to call in so we can hear your voice, even though
yes,
we'll be on a timer, only because we have a very short show and it's only an hour long. But we want to give you an opportunity to share your remarks and your comments and also your suggestions. Those opinions
yes,
be something else, child. But let's get
yes.
this party started, right?
Okay, I'm ready.
Now, one of the things I want to definitely talk about is this setting the clock back. Should setting the clock back and forth be banned in the United States? Because I'm like, what's this? Why?
Listen, does anybody else in the world do it? Like, so here's my thing, right? So this morning, right, so I was getting ready to go. I got up and my kids are not feeling well, so they were gonna stay home with their dad. And so I was just like, well, I'm still going to church. And so I'm getting ready. But my mind kept playing tricks on me because usually I don't look at clocks in the house. I just use my cell phone. But my cell phone was charging. So I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, I know it ain't no 11 o'clock already. It just kept, and I kept having to remind myself, oh, no, no, we didn't change that one. We ain't changed that one. So does anybody else in the world, like, is this a international thing, or is this just, I mean, listen, I did not do well in science,
It's
okay? So don't come for me and say you should have learned this in school, because hey, whatever. Um,
But you
but
know what?
yeah,
I think because of our cell phones and it's automatically being set back for us, that makes a
yes,
difference. But if you have clocks at home and you have
yes,
to automatically do it, manually do it, it's
yes,
it's crazy. I
yeah,
have a
because like
family
the
member that don't
stove,
set their clock back. It just be
yeah,
so
it
when
just be
that
like
shit come on.
I want to say daddy. I don't think daddy ever changed his, if I'm not mistaken. I don't
I
think
know
daddy
my
would
sister,
change
she don't
his.
change hers.
Who?
Dottie.
She don't?
No.
Oh wow. Because
Unless she
I
just
think
started.
daddy don't I think daddy didn't change his either. And I just be like, Daddy, what's wrong with your clock? Oh, I never changed it. It's really 7 o'clock. And I'm like, okay. So
Yeah, but
hey.
is that, I mean, I guess it's some people just don't make a difference, but I'm trying to figure out what's the reasoning behind setting a clock back and forth. If we didn't touch it, would that make a difference?
I mean, hey, don't, like I said, I did not do well in this department in school. Okay, the subject in school. I think it's something to do with the sun and the planets and the movement of the something, and I don't know, somebody else can chime in and clarify that. I
Well, I
don't
have to
know.
do
But I
some
think it's
homework on
something to
that.
do scientifically is why they set it back. But like if they did not, would we be missing out on something? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be missing out on anything.
No.
That's just my opinion, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong, right? I could be
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
But let's change subjects because I want to talk about, should the Bible be placed back in schools? Should
Now
it?
I'm a Christian, okay? Ride or die type. You know, like
I'm spiritual. I'm not a
I
Christian.
okay, so I
I'm
my
spiritual.
choice of faith is Christianity.
Mm-hmm.
And so yes, I read the Bible, we go to church, but personally I think that religion should stick to parents. It should not be involved in school because then you cross the barriers of children that don't follow Bible. They follow the Quran or they follow something else. Then
Yeah,
you have to
that's
put
true.
their form of religion into school. So I think that should stay off base.
Right, right. That's true.
I do believe I think churches should do, not to say that churches don't do enough because hey, you know, it's hard out here. But if churches were able to provide a schooling system just as much as public school systems are provided, I think that would be the determining factor to say, hey, if I really am religious to the point where I want my children to only be taught in this setting,
Yeah,
then you send them to that type of school. Like for me, I went to Christ Temple in Willingboro for the 7th grade. That was it. I was there for 1 year. But we did chapel. We had a choir. I
yeah.
played the drums for like 10 minutes.
You did? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
I wasn't that great, but I did what I could, okay?
Shut your
But
mouth. You play
I don't
the
remember
drums.
we did a recital. Well, it wasn't even called a recital, it was called something. I don't remember,
Okay.
but we did like praise dance, and but we did have all the academics along with it. Do I feel that going there compared to public school made a difference? I think the attitude, the atmosphere was different. Obviously, you're not going to be walking down the hallway and hearing like wild stuff going on, or because they know where they're at as far as the students and the faculty. So I feel like it did make a difference in a way. So I'm not opposed to it, but I don't think Bible should be forced upon every school. If that's how you want to raise your children, maybe just having more outlets available to be able to say, hey, I'm going to put my child in what was the name of the school that's Fountain of Life, right?
Found their life. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's
That's a
something that's
good school.
local.
No. Yeah, they
Yeah,
should be
that's
rebuilding
local.
soon.
It's attached to the church. It's
Yes.
you know, it's functioned by the church and all of that good stuff. So those type of things being available for you, that should be an
Right.
option, not just putting Bible back in school. Because I mean, you're putting it. Because then where are you implementing it? Right? Are you are you reading a scripture in the morning before you start school? Like where exactly would they be placing it, and what magnitude would be a
Yeah.
bigger question too. So.
Yeah. Well, they change so much. So sometimes I don't even remember a lot of
Yeah.
things when I was smaller,
I
going
don't
to
remember.
school.
Listen, okay, for when you're going through school and they're telling you about this, what is that, pie chart and all of that, and the
Mm-hmm.
3 point. I ain't never used that since I've been out of high school.
Child, their
Okay,
calculations, the multiplications, and the adding that they're teaching today is ridiculous. They need to ban
it
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 because it's a
listen, it
waste of
takes them
time. It has
15
nothing to do with the
minutes.
reality of what children are going to be going through when they become an adult. It's just
It
crazy,
does. Yeah,
obnoxious.
I think that you should implement
Parents should
finances.
be protesting against that ridiculous mathematical stuff. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
well, I think here's my thing about the mathematical, right? So everybody learns differently. I don't have more so of a problem of the mathematics. I have a problem with them not implementing certain things that's fundamental to adulthood. When
It's
me and my husband talk about it all the time. When he was going to school, they had home economics. He knows how to sew. He was taught certain things, cooking,
sure
different things that is of the like real
relevant.
world. Exactly. So I feel like if that was implemented back in school, that would be great.
Right, true.
But yeah,
That's true. That's
that's
true.
my stance on that.
Yeah, we're gonna say hello to Dottie. Thank you so much for tuning in, Dottie. Thank you, thank you,
Hey,
thank you
Aunt
so much
Dot.
for tuning in. We really appreciate you tuning in. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna chime into our next topic, and this is like really been talked about so much. Should the churches step in to teach Black history to students? Because a lot of schools are banning Black history.
I mean, they want to ban us, period. Okay, let's start there. Okay.
I do want to say this. There's a church that's in Florida that is teaching Black history in their
Okay.
church for their
Okay.
members and I guess for whoever wants to participate. I
Mhm.
thought that was a phenomenal idea. They're going to be teaching Black history. So do
Mhm.
you think churches should step in?
Absolutely. Whoever. Okay.
As
Somebody
American
needs to.
history, I don't think they're going to ban that.
Absolutely not. But it doesn't just start with the churches. Parents, step up.
Yeah,
Whatever you did learn later on in life, teach your child earlier in life
yeah,
about their history. You may not have got it on the front end as far as how when they at the age that they're at, you weren't learning that, right? But as you got older, you learn certain things. Teach them. If they're not getting, this is the thing about how I feel about parenting. Whatever they're lacking from getting from education from the world, mommy got to teach you.
yeah,
Mommy has to reinforce what they're teaching to make sure that what they're teaching you is correct.
yeah, that's true. That's
You know,
true.
so yeah, I think all hands on deck, churches, whoever, Lil Ray, Uncle Bob, whoever, like step in if you know some type of history, and you can make it fun. You can make it a quiz show. You can, game night and different things about Black history. It doesn't have to be boring. And I remember having a conversation with my best friend Brianna, and when she was in college, she took a Black history course. Said it was the best course she ever took in her life.
Yes.
Like it's just, but the
So
part that's
much,
so
so much to
disturbing,
learn.
the part that's disturbing is that she said that majority of the people there were white that was taking the class.
Yeah, because
So
they want to know.
they want to know. So everybody wants to know about us, but we don't want to know about us.
Yeah,
That's a problem. We have to fix that.
yeah,
We have to fix that. So
we got to
that would
fix
be my
that.
standpoint on that. Whoever, churches, your local neighbor, whoever, like as long as it's and fact check your, stuff what you're telling your kids, don't just stick anything out there. But yeah,
Right.
it can start with you. You don't have to wait till somebody else chime in, and you don't have to wait till February.
Yeah, we got a short month. Well, you know what? For me, Black History Month is
It's every
every
day.
month.
Every day. Okay.
Every month. Okay.
Yes.
Every month. Every month. Okay, so we're going to move on to our next topic.
Mm-hmm.
And an African American teacher sues a 5-star restaurant in Houston and wins $1 million.
Ooh,
And
what
guess
restaurant
what?
was that?
Oh, it was a 5-star restaurant in Houston. Let me say this. I'll put the link, as we move forward. But
Okay.
she went out to a birthday, some sort of celebration, birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
And when she arrived, she had on a beautiful red dress.
Mm-hmm.
It's no sleeves, but it was a very acceptable red dress that any one of us would probably wear.
Mm-hmm.
She goes in the restaurant, she sits down, and as she's sitting and ordering her food, a little while later, one of the waitresses comes up and put a shawl over across her shoulder. She didn't even ask for the shawl to make it so bad.
Oh my
Now,
gosh.
the way the article is reading and the way the news reporters are reporting is stating that there were other ethnic backgrounds that was at this party as well, and they had shortless sleeves, back outs. So apparently, obviously, it was racially motivated.
Mm-hmm.
So she notated all the information, I guess, took pictures and hired an attorney, and before you know it, $1 million lawsuit won on her behalf. And
I wonder, was it Ben Crump?
Huh?
I wonder, was Ben Crump
was
a lawyer?
Was Crump one of the attorneys?
Listen,
he is awesome.
A part of it. He be everywhere.
He's awesome.
Okay, everywhere.
He's awesome.
And a lot of people have a lot of things to say about him, but he be everywhere.
Let me say something. Most of the people that have something to say about him are doing a lot less than him.
Exactly.
See, somebody has to be in the forefront, standing up, speaking out to represent. Yeah. And if people ain't representing, see, you got half of the people be talking about people who are marching and protesting and standing up for people's rights, but they're home comfortably in their bed, watching TV and running off at the mouth, but ain't doing nothing.
Nothing at all. Yep.
Ain't doing a darn thing.
Yes.
To help. So for me, I always look at the person who is making a comment. And I
Mhm.
always will ask, well, what have you done?
Exactly.
What
Yeah.
have you done lately? Because you have
Exactly.
all this conversation, but when was the last time that you did something that was honorable for your culture?
Mhm.
Period.
Exactly.
And if you
Exactly.
haven't, then you need to shut up. Shut up, right?
Yes.
So I'd
And
say
just to let
kudos
you
to
know,
her.
on my side, I don't see any comments. Just to let you know.
On your side. Well, I
Yeah.
know with you know, I don't know what's going on with
The platform. Yeah.
yeah, but
But we're rocking and rolling.
we're gonna keep pushing through. We're gonna keep pushing
Yes.
through. Now, this next topic is a little bit touchy.
Okay.
Is refusing to intentionally leave inheritance to your children selfish and wrong? I
No.
mean, you got money, but you're gonna leave it to charity. You got money and you're gonna leave it to
Was your
the
child
dog
worth
or the
anything?
cat.
Not saying is your child worth anything. Did your child do right by you?
Well, I'm gonna give you an example.
Okay. Okay. Give me an example.
There are some celebrities
Mm-hmm.
who are speaking out and saying that
Okay.
they're not going to leave their children anything allegedly.
Allegedly.
And
Yeah.
Marie Osmond
Mm-hmm.
is one of them. And I love her and Donnie. Donnie and Marie back in my see, that's back in my day. Donnie and
Yeah.
Marie. You know, you might not know anything about them because you were young, but
I know who she is, but
yes,
and I
but
know who
you
he
know, they
is.
yes. But she made a statement saying that she ain't leaving her children nothing. She's gonna leave it to charity. And I'm like, what? Now let me just say this.
Mm-hmm.
This is just my opinion.
Okay.
My opinion counts to me. It may not count to anybody that's listening, but it
Mm-hmm.
counts to me, just like
Okay.
your opinion counts to you, right?
Absolutely.
But
Yes.
I believe that people who do this, number one, they may have been mistreated in some sort of way. Now, in Marie's case, she says that her children are great, they're loving the kind of work they're doing, and it has nothing to do with the behavior of her kids. So that's not the reason. But I think people that do this
Mm-hmm.
are people who came from poor backgrounds. Because wealthy kids who are coming from wealth, that's their tradition. That's what they normally do.
Mm-hmm.
They from generation to generation, that's what they're
Mm-hmm.
raised to do. They're born like what they say, silver spoon in their mouth,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
so to speak. So with
Yes.
them being born with a silver spoon in their mouth from one generation to the next, that's what it is. But poor people that may have come from poor backgrounds. Now, I don't know whether Marie Osmond came from a poor background. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know her
Mm-hmm.
background, but it just makes me think that normally you don't hear people from wealth say those
Say
type of
something
things.
like that. But then again, what mom is gonna get on there and be like, you know what, my child is horrible, and that's why. So it may be more to it than
Oh,
what
there was
she's getting.
somebody. I
No,
think
I
her
know
name
that
was.
I know there's somebody out there, but
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying as far as
I
her
know a few
stature,
people.
she's very polished. You know, she's dainty. You know, she ain't. You know, so I don't think she would put out there too much raunchiness
No, she's very
of
classy.
her children if they are raunch.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. You know, so here's my take on it. Black people, we have to get in the process of leaving our children something that will make them advance farther than what we
sure.
have
I agree 100%.
when we leave this earth, right? I do believe in that. Now, a lot of times people put into in their mind monetary money is the biggest way to do it. But that's black people, that's not the only way. And I'm not just talking about black people, but black people, hello.
Right.
Um if you have good credit,
Yes, that's
if
right.
you can make
Come
sure
on
that
and
when
bring
your
it,
baby
girl.
turn if your baby turn 18 and got an 800 credit score because you didn't put them on your credit card from 15, well, some of them allow you to be even younger than 15 to get
That's
placed on the
right.
credit card depending on what credit card it is, but they
Yep,
leave with an 800 credit score, boo boo, that's better than giving them any type of money.
that's right.
Now
Absolutely.
what they choose to do with that, see, for me, of course I want to build wealth to be able to give my children, right?
Yeah.
But I also want to give them the mindset of like, okay, if you mess that up, that's you.
Right.
If I leave you with an 800 credit score when you walk out this door, and I didn't gave you the tools, I didn't talk to you about credit, I didn't told you how to do certain things, and you go out there and mess it up, mommy did what she was supposed to do.
That's right.
Daddy did what they were supposed to do. So
Yeah.
sometimes we don't always have to put monetary as far as, oh, I'm going to give them 10,000 or 20,000 or 100,000 or whatever the money. It could be other gems that you can, and it doesn't have to be credit. I mean, yes, if you have good credit, do it. If you do not have good credit, please do not do this to your child.
Right.
Okay. But if you do have good credit, do it for them. If there's other things that you can do for them, starting a bank account early, it's just certain things that you can do to
Sure.
help them along.
Absolutely.
I seen a mom, she got a lot of backlash for it. But I agree. I don't know if I would do it, but I see her standpoint. When her child turned 18, she said, listen, you're gonna go to school, you're still working. I want you to give me, I think she said $200 a month, and till you
For rent.
graduate. They was going I think they were doing to their bachelor, so they were
Oh,
for
she
4
wanted some
years.
rent money.
Listen,
Oh,
she took the money,
yeah.
and she put it into an account
Yep.
that gained entrance, and when they were ready to move, they were able to move in a house. They did not
Yep.
move and go pay somebody's rent.
Because she gave the money to him.
She gave the money to them.
Yes.
So doing different strategies like that, it doesn't
Sure.
take a lot of money. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's ways to be able to set your children up without having to have a whole big
Yeah, but if a
inheritance.
person is a millionaire, okay, if you got millions and you pass away with millions and you don't set your children up, I mean, and you're giving it all to charity. Now, see, people don't
But
understand.
it all
Okay, I
depends,
understand.
Ma.
Listen, I
I don't.
understand giving it to charity. Don't get me wrong. I love
Yeah.
charity, and I'm always giving to charity, right?
Mhm.
So I'm not against charity at all. And I know
Okay.
charity, they do good by people. But also at the same time, if you're giving all your wealth that you built to charity and not leaving your child anything, the people
That's where
from
I
the charity
disagree.
organization, they're going to be loving it. Their stipend is going to go up. Their income is going to increase. Their salary is going to increase.
Yeah, but
You know,
I mean, one thing about life that what life has taught me, just because you're my child does not warrant you or guarantee you my money.
yeah.
Period.
My
I'm
dad
sorry if you're not
he used to put a
deserving.
carrot out on us and say, "Well, if you don't, I'm gonna take you out the will." And he knew me. I don't
Yeah,
care about no
but
will.
this is my standpoint, right? Say for instance, for me, right? You have all of your businesses, and say if I ain't know nothing, right? I was just and that was not my lane. Say I wanted to do something that had nothing to do with finances. I wanted to do hair or something like that. I'm pretty sure you're not going to be like, you know what? I know she don't want nothing to do with this, but I'm going to leave it to her. You're going,
Yeah,
and this is your legacy. You're going to leave it to somebody that's going to carry it on. So I
yeah,
don't believe because you're just somebody's child that you have the rights to their money and their hard work. You have to
yeah.
work hard
True.
too. And that's
Well, I
another
had
thing. Like, you
go
don't
ahead.
know if her kids, you don't know how they were growing up. We don't know. So you don't know if they slacked off, if they, she's going to tell you what she tells you, but it has to be something to it for you to say, you know what, I'm not leaving you a nickel.
Yeah. Well, only that's That's kind of like, I guess, family business, you know. But I had 2 clients in my career who left me monies, and because I knew that they had children, I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel
I would have
comfortable.
took the money. Okay.
I didn't feel comfortable, you know. And if they're
I
watching, they know who they are. They know who they are, and the will was done by legitimate attorneys. And I just didn't feel comfortable,
So what
so
did
I
you do?
didn't.
Refuse it?
I did refuse it.
Man, please. Listen, if somebody leave me money, now if I felt that inclined about their kids, I'd be like, listen, I know Miss So and so ain't leave you nothing, but I'm gonna break you off a little something, something from what she gave me. But
Yeah,
I earned that.
you live and you
Obviously, like,
learn.
yeah,
You live and you learn. But
yes.
sometimes those issues are not worth it. Sometimes it's just not worth it. Thank you so much for joining us, Salima. Cousin Michelle, thank you so much for joining.
Hello,
Unfortunately,
hello.
we're not able to see everyone's comments, only if
Yes,
you
I
go to
see
Mama Said
Zoraida
It
chimed
page.
in. Yeah, I
Yeah, I
see
think she might
Zoraida.
be on Mama Said It page, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken.
Okay.
But we'll be checking into comments and reading them off as we move along. But yeah, I
Yes.
thought that was just kind of one of the situations for me that stood out to say, wow, that's real serious, you know? Okay, so we're gonna move right along to our next topic. Now we know the holidays is coming. Holidays,
Yes.
you got Thanksgiving around the corner, you got Christmas. Have you
Oh
done your grandmother used to do her Christmas shopping in June? You know that,
I
right?
know
Your Nana
and that's how
Esther.
you get all the good deals. That's why
Rest in
I
peace,
used to have
Mama.
so much stuff for Christmas, like so much
Yes,
stuff.
yes.
So
But
no,
speaking of Christmas,
I didn't start.
Mariah Carey is being sued again for singing one of our favorite songs. All I Want for Christmas Is You.
They better leave that lady alone. They know that's her song. I mean, not this. I don't
That's
know. I don't know
her
what
song.
happened. I don't know what's going on. But I mean, there's no. I won't say there's no Christmas without Mariah Carey singing it. But that's how you know Christmas time is here, because you walk
Yes.
in the department store, you go to a restaurant, and all you hear is
Cut
that
on the
song.
radio
Yes, over and over again.
over and over again. I'm telling you, honey. Yeah, so I feel kind of horrible. But apparently she doesn't mind because she's suing her again. She's like, look, I'm gonna sing this daggone song. You go ahead on,
Exactly.
Mariah. We really appreciate you. Trust me.
Yes. I love this song. It's
We
cute.
really appreciate you. Now we're going to bring up a subject that we need everyone to share this information. Apparently, Toyota recalls over 1.8 million vehicles over risk of fire. Now the car is, Shakira, you know the name of the car, right?
Yes. A RAV4.
A RAV4. So if you're driving a RAV4, please
Go get it checked.
contact Toyota. And I believe it's between 2013, 2018, but don't quote me on that because it could be changed.
Yes.
But if you're driving a RAV4 SUV, I believe, right?
Yes, it's an SUV, small SUV.
Yeah. If you're driving one, please, by all means, make contact immediately. We don't want anything to happen to anyone.
Yes.
Now, shifting gears a little bit, we like singing happy birthday, right?
Yes.
Blowing out candles on birthday cake is spreading germs. Don't y'all know that?
My mama been telling me this for ages.
I never listen. When I was a little girl, I used to see people blowing and they be blowing and spit be going all over. I said, Now when a person blow it out a cake and they talking about you want some, I don't want any. Don't ask me, because if you blowing it out, I'm not gonna eat it. Okay. Now if you take the candles out of the cake and blow it, then I'm good. But if you blowing, and I know that's traditional, but people don't realize that that's over 4,000% of germs. Now they did invent something for it where you can blow into this little device.
Yes.
And it will blow out the candles. It was actually on Shark Tank. And it's selling for, I think, $13, $14.
Yes.
A piece, somewhere like that, or maybe a pack of 6. I'm not sure how many.
No, I think it was one for one. Yeah.
Spread the word. Stop blowing your germs all over birthday cakes.
Yeah, because I like cake. Okay.
I do too. But it ruins it. I'll be all ready to get a piece of cake. And as soon as I see somebody blowing it out.
Yeah.
Nope. I don't care who you are. Nope.
Yeah.
I don't want it. Period.
Yeah.
So we wanted to share in on that information. I don't know whether you like oxtails.
I love oxtails. Now you know I love me some oxtails. Where Aunt Dot at?
Yes.
Where Aunt Dot at? I know she.
You know Aunt Dot be killing them oxtails.
Love us some oxtails, okay?
Well, guess what? Oxtails are on fire and folks are being arrested.
What
Did you hear about it?
Wait, they on fire? What's going on with the oxtails? Don't tell me they getting recalled, Jesus.
There was a group of people who had stolen, like 40, 50 packs of oxtails.
Oh my God.
Literally from the supermarket.
And what was they doing with it?
At first when I read the article, I thought maybe they had a little store. How sometimes people go to the dollar store, and if you have a grocery store, they'll bring the products back and mark the product up. I thought maybe they were doing the same thing, had a grocery store and was marking it up, or had a restaurant.
Yeah.
No, I guess they was going to sell it on the street.
Wait, like DVDs?
Like DVDs?
I got these oxtails, y'all.
Got these oxtails, got 5 of them, give me $10.
Oh Lord.
So
Jesus.
yeah, that was that was kind
Oh,
of.
poor people. I hope they don't have like, now this would be ridiculous if they had like no bail and like big fines attached to it. It's just like,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, I understand the fine, but just please don't put these people in jail over somebody's oxtails.
you got
Like,
arrested. What you get arrested? What you in here for, man? Yeah, man. Oxtail. They be like, oxtail. What the hell?
yeah,
You getting arrested
exactly.
for some
No, that
oxtail?
won't go over well. I'm pretty sure.
But you know what?
Yes,
Let me say this to
that's
you.
crazy.
One of the things I learned this from an older person back in my day. And she used to always say that she'll never be hungry. And I used to say, wonder why. So one day I had a conversation with her. And I said, you always say you'll never be hungry because you'll always find a way to eat. She said, I will. She said, what I would do is I would go, and I'm not encouraging this. I'm not
Okay.
encouraging this, and I'm not advertising this, but I'm just telling a story, what I experienced. She said that she would go to the grocery store and she would walk around with food and eat until she's full, and then she'll leave. And I just thought about that. I was like, wow.
But you know who used to do that?
Oh,
Well, not walk around till she was full. But we have a cousin that I got my nickname from, because she used to be going to the grocery store with us and eating the fruit. And that's how I got to taste plums, because she used to eat it and let me taste it.
you know what? To be honest, you actually you was loving plums. I mean, the juice would be running down your lip. I mean, all under your little chin. And one day she just started calling you Plum, and it stuck.
It stuck.
So that has been your nickname ever
It
since.
has. Yes, it has.
Ever since.
Yes.
Now we're going to turn the table a little bit, and we're going to talk about something that's a little heartbreaking.
Okay.
A man was buried without family contact in Mississippi.
No. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Apparently, from what I've been reading, he got hit by a car. A police officer hit him.
Oh, that sound like a cover up to me. Okay.
Well, listen, a police officer. Now, this is what the word is. Now, allegedly,
okay.
Remember.
Allegedly, okay.
Allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
A police officer hit him, and somehow he ended up in a morgue.
Mm-hmm.
And his family was wondering where he was. They were looking for him for months. Months. And finally, they came and told his mother that he was buried in an unmarked grave. But guess what the crazy part? They had his ID. They knew who he was.
Yeah, because how did you get in contact with his mother?
They knew who he was. It's like,
wow.
Do people have a heart anymore?
It sounds like a cover-up. Something ain't right. Something in the water ain't clean. That's what that sounds like.
Oh, it's just so disturbing. I mean,
that's very, very heartbreaking.
Anybody just have a heart. You just don't understand how this could happen. Especially, I could see if someone, the John Doe don't have no ID. You don't know who the person is. There's nothing on him, nothing on his body.
Yeah.
And, even then, people normally would post pictures and take a photo. And ask people, do you know this person?
Yeah, look through missing.
They said that the coroner knew who he was. Now, the coroner, you had a responsibility, allegedly. Yes. You had a responsibility.
Yes. Everybody should be on.
People took.
Everybody should be in trouble at this point, because that is ridiculous.
My heart goes out to the mother and the family for even going through this. This is just devastating.
Yeah, that's a lot.
You know what I'm saying? It's devastating. And to be thinking he's out there somewhere lost.
Yeah, and he's not.
And he's not lost. They know exactly where he was. It's senseless.
Yes, very much so. Horrible.
Senseless. It's very hard.
We do have a comment. Chanel. Hey, Chanel. She said my daughter's birthday is Tuesday. I will send a reminder. Oh, she's talking about the candles. Yes. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Hi, baby.
Yes.
How's she doing?
Yes.
Now, Dorothy said, thank you, Lily, for joining. Thank you for joining. Sister Lisa is joining. Thank you so much for joining. Dorothy says, I knew a lady used to take her kids to the store and tell them to spread out and eat. Then they would leave full.
Listen.
Oh my God.
People got to do what they got to do. Okay. I don't condone. I'm not promoting it.
We're not endorsing it.
No, we're not endorsing it. But hey, Listen, it's very smart.
Yeah, very, very smart. I mean, when she
Mhm.
told me that,
They
the
gonna start
light bulb went off, and I was like,
when
wow.
I was gonna say when Walmart get a hold of it, they're gonna be having the food behind that glass where you got to come get an associate to unlock
Yes,
it.
yes, I know, right? Right?
Hmm.
Well, I want to change the subject because listen, I've been trying to lose a little bit of weight. I've been
Okay.
wanting to shift my weight. You know how you want to take if there was a way that I could do it without no surgery, girl, if there was a way that I could take this little bit of fat I got here in my stomach and a little bit in my back and put
Hmm.
it in my booty, girl, without no surgery, but they haven't created that yet.
Yeah, I would be
But
scared
I
to
do
do
want to
anything
say
like that.
you can get paid to walk and earn $500 or $1,000 or more if you
Wow.
go to www.paidtogo.com.
Wow.
You gotta do two things. You're gonna knock at two things at once: weight loss
Yes.
and earning money.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, weight
That
loss,
sounds
earning money.
good.
Now there is an app, so you can go to www.paid2go. There is an app on your phone, whether you have an iPhone or an Android phone. They're
Mhm.
gonna pay you to walk. Get your butt on out there and start walking.
I
And
know.
listen, I'm going to join you. I'm going to join you. I'm definitely going to join you because you know what? The holidays are here,
Yeah.
and one of the things about the holidays is overeating, or eating
Yes.
so many times, knowing you didn't ate, you full,
Oh
because you
yeah,
know
I
how we
can't
do. We get
wait.
so full we
I
can't
cannot
breathe
wait. Okay, I
because
cannot wait. I
you've been served
can't
for
wait.
Thanksgiving.
Listen, I already put it in my mind. I'm probably gonna make a sweet. I know I'm gonna make a pound cake, a lemon pound cake like Nana. I know I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
make that. I think I may even dabble in some sweet potato pie. I'm gonna eat. Okay. I likes to eat. I said, you know what? Let's just try for next year to lose weight. Like I dibble and dabble, right? So we
Right.
have an exercise bike and I get on there and I may lose like a pound or two and I'm like motivated. But then I go to the grocery store and I see some donut sticks or certain things. I'm just like, you know what? Let's just try, for next year, just as long, and my
Uh,
thing is, as long as I'm healthy, I just want to be healthy. I'm not here to wear what is that, a crop top? That's what the young people wear. Everything seems like it's a crop top nowadays. You can't even buy a regular shirt. But I'm not wearing no crop top and I ain't putting on no two piece. Okay.
right,
So
right.
that's fine with me. As long as I'm healthy, as long as my
Healthy
health is in check, I'm
healthy
okay.
is the key.
Healthy is
Being
the key.
Yeah, being healthy is definitely key because we know that, you know, without your health is actually wealth. People,
Yeah.
I
Yes.
mean, without having good health, you
It's
can't go but so
priceless.
far. Yeah, it's
It's
priceless.
priceless. Yes.
Now, our next subject,
Mm-hmm.
listen, this is going to be a little bit sensitive.
Okay.
Okay, it's going to be a little bit sensitive. And I do want to say, if you want to chime in, please, we're going to post our 1-800 number. You could dial 1-800-357-4003. Again, 1-800-357-4003 for our next topic.
Okay.
Now, New Jersey elementary school janitor accused of
Oh my goodness.
contaminating food.
When I
Listen,
seen this, I said, Jesus, people are sick. I mean, you already know the world is sick, but this is the sick. And then you post it, but it's like, thank God you dumb behind did because you got caught. But
you
how
got
many
caught.
times have you done it previously without posting it? It's just
Right. Right.
it
Exactly.
it was so
Exactly.
disturbing that certain news stations was not even disclosing what he did
Yeah.
because it was so nasty.
Yeah. But listen, right now we're gonna we're gonna cut right now, and we're going to share one of the news that broadcast this happening recently.
Hmm.
Sorry, bit of a commercial, but it's
Yeah.
almost
I
over.
had no idea it was going to be to this extent. None. I am like freaking out right now. I have to take my kid and get him a whole workup done medically. because I don't know what he has ingested.
Parent Shatora Sheik showed us an email Upper Deerfield Schools sent to parents Wednesday afternoon, which only says there was, quote, alleged inappropriate online postings made by an employee of our district. She didn't learn the specific accusations until a friend shared them with her Thursday night. She feels the school district should have been more transparent.
I'm hurt. I'm upset. I'm angry. I have a lot of mixed emotions.
We tried to get those answers from Superintendent Peter Kosa, but we were turned away by state troopers as soon as we walked onto the school's property. We also called and emailed the superintendent. His secretary says the superintendent was supposed to put out a statement later in the day, but we haven't seen it yet.
I'm happy that you guys are here to give the parents a voice, but we really don't know what to do right now.
The Cumberland County Health Department tells us it's working with the school to ensure food prep areas, serving utensils, and all surfaces have been properly sanitized and any tampered products have been discarded. It says they're also awaiting test results from Impellizzeri to determine if he has any infectious diseases.
That is just disgusting to even hear,
It's
right?
beyond disgusting.
That
Okay,
our kids have
beyond.
to go through something like this. I'm so shocked. It makes you so scared to even take your children to school.
Exactly. This just reconfirmed that when Evan does go to school, he will be packing his lunch. Because
Yeah.
it's just like what possessed you to do something so sick? Like you need to like, and then it makes you wonder when they get hired. Now he's a janitor. Of course, he's not a teacher and all these other, superintendents. So did he
He got
get a
from what I,
psych evaluation to be around children?
you know what, they need to do a lot more. It's
You get what I'm saying?
see,
Like
one of
the
the things-
degree. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like the degree when you are working around children, I think you should get a psych evaluation.
Sure.
It should be intense.
Yeah.
It should not just be like, oh, you only want to sweep up the floor, or you just want to be a janitor, so that's not that
Right.
deep.
You're
No,
still
it's
around the
somebody
kids.
is exposed to our
Yeah.
children.
I agree.
Exactly.
I totally agree. And I know people
Yeah.
who have family members at this school right now who
Mhm.
have children that are attending this school. Even one of your friends have family member who attend this
Mhm.
school. So it's close to home. And even if it
Yeah.
wasn't close to home, it's still our children.
It's disturbing.
It's very disturbing. And I think that for our kids, I don't think they're being punished enough, though. They get a little slap on the wrist,
Yeah,
they
and then
go
you
on
don't
to
hear nothing
another
about
school
it. Then he's
district.
over at somebody's new school doing it. Like, no, this is just it's very, very
Contaminated with
sad.
the food? Come on. Are you serious?
Yes, the details of it made me just sick
Yeah.
to my
It made,
stomach.
it made me sick, and it's very scary.
Yes,
It's
very,
very
very
scary.
scary.
Because, the stomach is very a sensitive part of our body.
Yes, you don't know what is going. You don't know if he's on drugs. You don't
Yeah.
know what's going on. So,
Yeah, that's true.
mhm.
Yeah, that's true. Now, anyone want to call in and talk about this topic, you're more than free to call our 1-800 number, 1-800-357-4003. Again, 1-800-357-4003. We would love to hear what you have to say.
Yes.
We would love to hear what you have to say. Now, we want to actually, we're going to stick with that topic. If someone wants to call in and they want to talk about that subject, of course, we will go back to it with no problem.
Okay.
One of the other weight loss places that I think that I would love for you guys to hear, and that is www.healthywage.com. Now, listen.
Oh, I heard about them.
Let me tell you,
They
people
giving
getting
out
paid $4,000
buku
and
money.
$5,000.
Yes, I've seen the commercials and I've seen it. I say, oh, so these people. So yes, I definitely heard about them.
They're getting paid big money to
Mhm.
lose weight. And you know what? Let me just say this. Let's be honest, right? I mean, you gotta pay you to lose weight. Get your butt on out there and lose that daggone weight. Stop playing.
Well, but people, we live in a society where people. I won't say that people would do anything for money, but that may be their motivator.
It is their motivator because it's motivating me. But
Yeah.
listen, check out this. This is the website. I want to show you their website. This is a young lady. She got paid $2,900 and she lost
Mhm.
81 pounds.
Mhm.
Okay, right now you can win up to
Mm-hmm.
Now look at this guy. This guy, Preston from Jacksonville, Texas, he lost 160 pounds in 18 months
Mm-hmm.
and he won $3,000. Now we have
Wow.
Michelle. She is from Nevada. She lost 53 pounds in 9 months and she won 2,100.
Mm.
Now look at Jamaica. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing her name correctly, but she lost 101 pounds in 13 months and she won 1,463. Now listen, this is a motivator. Thank you, Jillian. Jillian Michaels, we all know her. She's a global health and fitness expert. And yes,
Yeah.
this is a great opportunity if you are wanting to lose weight before the holidays. This is a great start. You can do cheating maybe 1 or 2 days
Mm-hmm.
and then get back on the regimen so you can start collecting some dollars. This is
Yeah.
a great way to do it. So go to www.healthywage.com to get started on your journey to lose weight.
Now I do have some comments. Dot said, "How far you gotta walk?"
You know what? That part I'm not too sure about.
and
'Cause
Michelle
I'm joining myself.
said,
So
Michelle said, "I'm with Dorothy. How far you gotta walk to get paid?"
I'm not too sure, but I'm going to join myself. That is a great motivating way to get paid and knock out 2 things, 2 for 1, right? You can't beat that. You cannot
Exactly.
beat that.
We also have Jasmine said, "Oh, this is about the comment about the guy at the school. He was working there for 3 years. It's a shame. The food and the cleaning supplies. My nephew attended the school for 2 years, but never ate the school lunch. Thank God.
Yes,
Thank
thank
you,
God.
Jesus. Yes, it's just like, and it's so crazy, right? Because being I know when I was going to school, and I won't say it was corny, but like you wanted to be down and get the school lunch type of thing. You ain't want to be the
Sure,
person to
especially
bring.
pizza day. That was my
Yeah,
best
oh
day.
yes. Willenboro High School, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday used to have Domino's, and it was 2 slices for $5. Yeah. But anyway, like you bringing out your little paper bag and your mommy pack your lunch and all.
Yeah.
But my baby's gonna be sitting there with his little packed lunch with his spaghetti
Yeah.
and his
The things are totally
oxtails or
different.
whatever else I want to put in my baby's bag.
Yeah.
Because it's not safe to be
It
Mm-mm.
ain't safe, child. It ain't
No.
safe. No, not at all. It's crazy. Now, Jasmine went on to say that she would love a quick 10,000 to lose weight. I just want to drop like 30 pounds. I'm with you. I am with you.
Yes.
She went on to say, I could have sworn they said Jillian Michaels was getting surgery on the side to stay slim. But okay, sis, get your endorsement. What?
Ooh, that would
I
be
guess.
super shady.
Oh,
That would
oh
be
my
super
goodness.
duper shady.
Yeah, that is. Jasmine also says that I ate the free lunch. I didn't have $2 for Domino's. We didn't have to
Yeah.
pay. We didn't have to pay for our pizza.
For y'all
That
pizza.
was
See,
good
okay, so
and
they had
greasy.
regular pizza, but it was like
Huh?
the square. We had regular pizza, but it was the square and it was nasty. But
It
when
was
Domino's came, man, that line used to be so long and it was so
wow.
good.
That's
So
crazy.
good.
Well, we
Yes.
have another subject. We have so many topics to talk about, but unfortunately, because we only have an hour show, but we do have one other topic that we kind of left for last because me and my daughter, we are at different
Views.
opinion.
Oh yes. Let's
Nick
get into
Cannon
it.
baby mother says she wouldn't disrespect him in dating. She's saying that she's gonna stay faithful, I guess,
To
allegedly.
who? To
To
who?
Nick Cannon.
Nick Cannon ain't faithful. Okay, man.
No,
Okay,
no,
like
no. Wait a minute. Hold up. No, that's
oh,
wrong. Because if he's letting you know he's over here, you know he over here. Okay. Don't no.
okay,
He,
Ma, you can have that. He's faith. He's okay. So I wouldn't call that faithful. I would call that being honest. I'm not going
he's
to say. I don't
honest.
think he's deceiving these
No,
women.
I don't think so
The
either.
85 baby mamas that he have. I don't think he's deceiving any of them.
85.
Listen, he's going to get up there at the rate that he's going. Okay. All I'm saying is that me and my mom have very different opinions on this. He is
Very.
deliberately making broken homes.
Making broken homes.
Deliberately.
How do you figure he making a broke? You know
He
what?
is
How?
deliberately, he is not marrying any of these women. He is not
But
planning on marrying
that's a
any of
piece of
them.
paper. What does that mean? I mean, I'm not I'm not disrespecting marriage. What I am saying, let me correct this because I want
Yes,
to make sure
yes.
you understand me.
Okay.
If
Okay.
you have a woman of a certain culture or understanding that she may not want to be married, but she want a baby. Everybody don't want to be married, and everybody don't want
No.
no baby.
No.
And everybody that wants to be married don't want a baby, vice
Exactly.
versa. But what my
Yes.
point is, some women don't want to be married, but they want that baby. They want that sperm donation.
And that money.
Of course, they want to make.
Listen, let me tell you, let me
Not
just
all
say,
women. But some women say, "I don't need your
if he
money."
was working at Burger King, okay, or worked at SEPTA, and SEPTA makes decent money, he would not be out here spreading his community stuff out here
But
like
wait,
that.
no, I disagree with you because there are some men out there that are still
Yes,
doing this same
you are
thing, and
exactly
they
right. And we
poor.
call them scum. We call them disgusting because Nick Cannon
Not the
got
women
money.
that's
It's
sleeping with him.
acceptable. Society makes it acceptable because Nick Cannon got money. If he had no money, it would not be acceptable.
Well, you know what? It's not
Because
so much as
when
it's not.
somebody's on Maury, when a man is on Maury and he got, it's 5, 6, 7, 8, but whatever. And I don't knock anybody that has more than one child, baby father, baby mama. Life is life, right? I don't have no problem with that. My problem is that he is deliberately going out and impregnating as
It's
many
not
women as he can.
deliberately. This is a part of his plan. These women know
What
what it
plan?
is. Listen, when
What
you,
plan? What do you mean he's not deliberately? He is getting all these women pregnant.
but that's a part of his plan. They
What
know what it
plan,
is.
Ma? What plan?
He's
To have
saying
broken homes?
he's saying that he wants a lot of kids. He's
But why
saying that.
couldn't you get one woman to have a lot of?
But
Here's my
why do
thing.
we have to if that's not what he wants to do?
Listen, so he wants to have multiple babies with multiple people, is what he's
But
saying.
listen, only thing I'm saying, this is what my process is. I like a man and a woman who is upfront and honest. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely. I have no
Okay.
problem with that.
When
I'm
you're
not saying that's the
upfront and
problem.
honest and you telling your mate or your significant other or your friend or whatever the relationship is what your intentions are and they accept it, what's the problem?
Okay, so let's go here. So if you have a man that comes to you, not you per se, but just saying,
You can say me,
and
that's fine.
okay,
Use
and he
me.
say, I'm a woman beater. I like to whoop butt. I
Right.
love it. I like to smash faces. And you are a person that accept that. So
Some
that
women do,
some women do.
but I ain't.
So that makes it right because she's accepting it.
But listen, it doesn't make it right that she's accepting it. The point of the matter
It
is
doesn't make
you
it
got a
right.
lot of women that's been in domestic violence that sometimes it's very hard for them to get out at the moment. Listen, I know from
Absolutely.
experience. I was involved in domestic violence.
But that's not what I'm indicating.
What you saying though?
What I'm saying is that he is deliberately, okay, say for instance, I don't know all his kids' names and all that type of stuff. No disrespect, Nick Cannon, if you ever watch this.
Nick
I
Cannon
like
is
you
my
as a
boy.
person. Oh, I like him as a person as far as I watched like Wild 'N Out. I remember when he was on Nickelodeon. Like I like
Yeah.
Nick Cannon. I like his
I love a
some people
man and a
trash his
woman
little
who's forthcoming and is not lying for what they
I
want in a
listen, I
relationship.
get that. I
Yes.
understand that. But what I'm saying, I'm looking at the bigger picture. Let's go fight now, mind you, all of his kids is around pretty much the same age, kind of sort of. They back to back. Everybody is close together. Okay, this one has a graduation, this one has a recital, this one, it's 4 or 5 of them that got this on the same exact day. What are you gonna do? Because you're Nick Cannon and you can afford to get in a jet and fly this where that where. But if you lose your money,
Well, you know what?
what
We ain't gonna talk that negative and put that in the
I'm not
environment.
saying
But yeah,
negatively.
anything's
I'm just
possible.
saying it. The thing about life that I think a lot of people put so much emphasis on money when it comes to kids. Yes, it is very expensive. Okay, I'm not taking that from anybody at all, especially being a parent.
So
But
do
that is
you
not the only part
so
of
do you
parenting.
prefer that he lie and do what he's doing? Do you prefer
No,
that
I
he
don't prefer that he
so
lie. I
I'm
prefer that he
confused
get it.
then.
I prefer that he zips it up or figuring it out. Why
Yeah,
are
but
you out here just having
it's not
babies?
about him, it's about these women. They're the one making the choice to deal with him, right? She's making a decision.
They're both
His
making
baby
the
mother
decision.
is making a decision to stay faithful. She's stating that she wouldn't disrespect him in dating. That's her choice.
So while he's out here getting all these other women pregnant, obviously he's not using condoms. So you're going to be over here with this one, over here with that one. Then you're
That's
going to
your
come back to me.
one of the let me tell you, my grandmother used to tell us all the time, and my sister says it all the time. It's choices.
It is. I listen.
You have
In
to live
my
with those
opinion,
choices.
my opinion sticks. There's no way. This is my personal opinion. There is no way that all of his children is getting equal time from that man. There's
They may
no.
not be getting equal time, but I bet you he's present in most of
I
all
didn't
their
say that he's
lives.
not present, but what I'm saying is that that's not. That their kids are probably I won't say maybe because he's Nick Cannon, but I'm pretty sure it's a joke. Like, oh, you got a new brother coming out. Like, what
That's
about your
not a joke.
children?
He's probably proud of that. He's probably proud to be a
I'm talking about
parent.
his children. I'm not talking about his kids may not like that. You got all these, you know what I'm saying? I got all these brothers and sisters spread out all over. Like, that's my thing. When you have a child, it's not just about you and what you want to do and what this
Yeah,
is
but
fun.
that's your thought, Shakira. That's what I'm trying to get to your
So you
head.
don't think that either? You don't think so? When you have a child, it's not about just, it's still just about you and what you
No,
want to do?
it's not, it's about me and my child. But what I'm saying is that when you have people who live a certain lifestyle, see, I see the
That's
glass
the
half
only
empty.
but that's the only way he's getting this off is because because he's rich.
But
If
that's
that
not true.
man,
What I'm saying is poor men
ma,
that out here, there's a lot of poor men that's out here, they don't got a dime and they got
exactly.
20 kids.
Exactly.
So what are you
Exactly.
saying?
And they are called bums. Nick Cannon will never be called a bum ever. You know why? Because he got money. But because he got money, he's not considered a bum because he got money. He can afford all
But
these
see,
kids.
for
But he's
me, is respecting a man. See, I think for me is respecting a person who is forthcoming and telling the truth.
But you're talking
He's
about the
not
relationship part. I think that's where we're getting it mixed up. I'm not talking about him being the relationship part. I could care less about what old girl want to stay faithful to a guy that's out here just screwing the world. Okay, I could care less about that. I'm talking about the kids. I'm talking about these kids that you are producing out of these like these. And every time you hear him talk about a new baby mama, oh, it was so wonderful, the experience. You having a great experience
he's
15,
having a
25
he's
times.
having the time of his life.
And get exactly. Exactly. And
And
that is not
you
how
got
that
a
is not
problem
what
with
you
it.
bring. That's
And
not how
you
you
got
bring
a
a child
problem.
into the
And you
world.
got a problem with it.
I
And
sure
you
do. I sure do, Nick Cannon. I think it's crazy. And the only reason why you're not a bum is because you got money. That's the only reason why nobody's calling you a bum. Because guarantee you that if you ain't had no money, you'll be the biggest bum in America.
what?
Huh?
That's not necessarily true. That's not
Yes.
necessarily true.
Ma, every man that's on Maury that got all these kids, they booing them on the. You think that now if Nick Cannon went, okay, let's throw this out here. If Nick Cannon went on the show because the woman won, which would never happen, okay, but if it ever did, if he went on the show and there's like, the woman's trying to prove you the baby daddy, Nick Cannon, ain't nobody
Like
gonna
Milk,
boo him when he come up. Nobody.
you might
Nobody. They're gonna be clapping. Nick Cannon, because he got money. If he was broke and he worked at Burger King, this would not be the same scenario. And I don't think this would be the same scenario for these women. Not to be funny.
yeah, yeah. Well, we're gonna disagree. We're gonna
We
agree
sure.
respectfully to
Yes. To
disagree
disagree.
that people make choices, and if a man and a man and woman is telling you what it is, see, that's the problem.
I
People
don't
will
have a
tell you what
disagreement
it
with
is,
that.
and they don't be listening.
But I
And
don't
then
have a disagreement with that. That's not my disagreement, Ma. I don't
your
I want
disagreement is because he's having all these kids,
yes, that's my
and you don't
disagreement.
feel as though they're
Have
gonna
your
have.
fun. Go out, have your fun, but be smart about it. Protect yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like, why do you have to produce all these lives out of your fun?
Why
And then
not? If
and
that's
then
what
you
he
get
wants and he's taking care of them,
because he's financially able to. But
yes.
emotionally, though that verdict is still out. I want to see these kids in 10, 15 years emotionally.
Well, let's jump into these comments and read what our co-hosts have to say about all
Okay,
this.
go ahead, go ahead.
Jasmine says, I had the McCain Elliots they served. Ha ha ha. I'm not sure. She's gonna collaborate. I'm
Oh,
sure.
she's talking about the pizza. I think
Oh,
she
the
did. I think
pizza.
that's what she's talking
Oh,
about.
the Elliott's pizza. Yeah.
Yes. Evan eats Elliott's. He likes it.
She went on to say, I'm sorry, disrespect. Well, she said, I'm sorry, disrespect him and dating. Are they together? I'm confused. This is Jasmine. She also went on to say, I was the agreement that I give you a child and you can't be with anyone else. Weird.
Very.
Also stated, what's the definition of a broken home? You're not spotting the child the rights of two-parent households. I agree if he was average Joe and then they'd be looked like as a bum for making all these children. Your child doesn't get a full-time father because you want to build a village. I can see if they all live together and we're all in one household. But it's an injustice to those children. Celebrity status doesn't make it right.
Thank you.
She went on to say, these women are agreeing to have his child, thinking they will be the last baby mother and he's on to the next. Now, I disagree with that. I think they all know. I don't think it's what y'all think it is. See, one of the things, we're on the outside looking in.
Yes, we are.
And I don't think it is what y'all think it is. That's just my opinion.
Okay.
But let's continue with Jasmine. Because she's our co-host, she's giving it to us right now.
Yes.
Jasmine went on to say, I'm sure he is present in their lives as much as he could be, which isn't saying much. Between him having to work and make money and them spreading the time between all of them, the time spent is slim. It's unfair. Yes, I get that it's good mentally, but I'm saying it's not fair to the children. Well, it's just like a man. I mean, she went on to say, being honest and upfront about your intentions doesn't make it right. You could tell me that you're about to rob a bank. Just because you're forthcoming doesn't make it cool. She went on to say, I'm triggered. Well, let me just say this. If my friend told me that they get ready to rob a bank, I'm getting ready to haul ass away from them as fast as I can. So yes, it does make it right for me.
Yeah, but you're not going to be like, okay.
But Jasmine, I love your comment. I love your thinking, and thank you so much. You're a phenomenal co-host. Thank you so much for chiming in. But Shakira, listen, we're gonna disagree on this subject,
we're gonna agree because we can go on all night, okay? Because I got plenty to say about this situation, but we can agree to disagree. Okay?
We can agree to disagree. I agree on that. Okay. Shout out to Nick Cannon.
Yes, shout out.
All right, we're gonna thank you all so much for tuning in to another episode 22 of Mama Said It.
Yes.
We hope that you join us next week on another episode at 6:00. We're coming to you live right here on this platform of Mama Said It. Mama said it. Woo. There'll be days like this. Mama said it. Woo! There'll be days like this. Mama said it. Woo! All right, we out, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all have a wonderful week coming up. May God be a blessing in your life, and may all kinds of miracles happen.
Yes, absolutely.
We love y'all.
All right, thank you.
Don't forget to share. Don't forget to share.
Yes, please.
Good night.
Good night.